Welcome back to our exploration of Tudong, or dhutaṅga, the 13 ascetic practices in Theravada Buddhism. In Part 1, we introduced the basic meaning and purpose of these practices. Now, in Part 2, we'll look deeper, not at the rules themselves, but at the principles that make them powerful, why monks choose them, what they're meant to cultivate, and how they transform the mind from the inside out. A path chosen, not required. Tudong is often misunderstood as a strict rule or a mandatory discipline. But in truth, none of these practices are required. No monk is ever forced to walk this path. Each ascetic practice is voluntary, chosen quietly, based on a monk's capacity, courage, and sincerity. Some monks take on one practice. Some take on several. Some take on none at all. The Buddha never demanded hardship. He simply offered a way for those who wish to deepen their training, a way to simplify life until the mind becomes clear enough to see itself. Tudong is not about proving strength. It is about discovering freedom. The purpose: to reduce desire and lighten the heart. At the center of Tudong is a simple intention: to reduce craving, to loosen attachment, and to live with fewer needs. When a monk carries only what he can hold, he learns what truly matters. When he sleeps under a tree, he learns that comfort is not the same as peace. When he eats only what is offered, he learns gratitude without expectation. These practices are not punishment. They are medicine, medicine for the restless mind, the grasping mind, the mind that always wants more. By reducing needs, the monk reduces the weight he carries inside, and with less weight, the heart becomes light enough to walk freely. Motivation matters more than the practice. In Buddhism, intention is everything. A practice done for praise becomes poison. A practice done for ego becomes a chain. This is why Tudong must never be performed for reputation, admiration, or spiritual pride. The Buddha warned against that clearly. A monk walks Tudong only when his motivation is pure, not to be seen, not to be praised, not to be special, but to train the mind, to deepen humility, and to let go of self-importance. The outer journey is meaningless without the inner one. The steps on the road matter less than the steps taken inside the heart. The benefits: clarity, simplicity, and unshakable peace. When practiced with sincerity, Tudong transforms the mind, greed softens, distractions fall away, the senses become calm, the heart becomes steady. A monk who lives with few possessions has fewer worries. A monk who eats simply has fewer cravings. A monk who walks mindfully has fewer doubts. This simplicity creates space, space for concentration, space for insight, space for peace. The world becomes quieter, the mind becomes clearer, and in that clarity, wisdom begins to grow. Tudong and the Rains Retreat. There is one important boundary in the monastic calendar that every practitioner respects. Tudong is traditionally never practiced during Vasa, the annual 3-month rains retreat. Vasa begins on the full moon of the 8th lunar month, usually in July, and ends on the full moon of the 11th lunar month around October. This period, often referred to as the Buddhist Lent, dates back to the time of the Buddha. Originally, it was established to prevent monks from wandering during the monsoon season, when they might accidentally tread upon new crops or small insects emerging in the mud. During these 3 months, the wandering stops. Monks remain in one fixed location, focusing intensely on study, meditation, and community discipline. It is a season of stillness and reflection, a time to remain grounded and strengthen the roots of the mind through deep training and concentration. Once the retreat is complete and the full moon of October passes, the traditional period for wandering practice opens again. This is why the monks of the Walk for Peace began their journey on October 26, 2025. Vasa had just ended. So Tudong, the practice of movement, happens in harmony with this period of rest. It is not because walking is forbidden during the rains, but because the Buddha established a sacred rhythm, a season of stability, followed by a season of renunciation. This balance between movement and stillness is what keeps the monastic life centered, ensuring that the outward journey of the ascetic is always supported by the inward depth gained during the retreat. How Tudong speaks to the American way of life. Today, the monks walk through a country built on movement, ambition, and constant striving. America is a place of great energy, a place where people work hard, dream big, and carry many responsibilities. But with that energy often comes pressure, noise, and a feeling of never having enough time. This is where Tudong offers something quietly powerful. The monks do not walk to escape the world. They walk to see it clearly. And in their footsteps, there are lessons that anyone, monk or not, can carry into daily life. Tudong reminds us that peace does not come from having more, but from needing less. It teaches that clarity grows when we pause, simplify, and let go of what we cannot control. It shows that gratitude deepens when we stop expecting life to be perfect, and it reveals that compassion begins with slowing down enough to truly see one another. In a culture that moves quickly, Tudong invites us to move mindfully. In a society that values achievement, it reminds us to value intention. In a world full of choices, it shows the strength of choosing simplicity. You do not need to walk across a continent to practice Tudong. You can practice it in a single breath, a single moment of letting go, a single step taken with awareness. This is how an ancient path meets modern America, not by changing the country, but by softening the heart of the one who walks. Closing reflection. Tudong is not a performance. It is not a protest. It is not a call for attention. It is a quiet offering, a way of living that has survived for more than 2,600 years because it speaks to something timeless in the human heart. To walk with nothing is to discover everything. To let go is to be free, and to live simply is to live in peace. Thank you for walking this path with me. May the footsteps of these monks remind us that peace is not far away. It is one mindful step at a time.
No roof above, no walls around, just open sky and sacred ground. A bowl, a robe, a silent vow to walk in peace, to live in now. No need to speak, no need to prove. The heart finds truth in every move. One step at a time, the world grows still. One breath, one bow, one quiet will, with loving kindness as the guide, compassion walking by their side. No need for more, no need to shine. Peace is found one step at a time. The sun may burn, but craving fades with each return. A tree for shade, a gift of rice. The simple life becomes the prize. No fame to chase, no praise to earn, just inner light and hearts that learn. One step at a time, the world grows still. One breath, one bow, one quiet will, with loving kindness as the guide, compassion walking by their side. No need for more, no need to shine. Peace is found one step at a time. Just the way the spirit flows from vast stillness to the road, the rhythm of release unfolds. One step at a time, the world grows still. One breath, one bow, one quiet will, with loving kindness as the guide, compassion walking by their side. No need for more, no need to shine. Peace is found one step at a time.